The origin of the word game. The word game has roots that stretch back to Old English and even older Germanic languages. It originally came from the Old English word gamen, which meant joy, fun, or amusement. This word was more closely tied to the emotional state rather than structured activity. In Proto-Germanic, it means gamanan. In Old Norse, it means gaman. Over time, the meaning evolved into contests or activities with rules, particularly those involving competition or entertainment. By the Middle Ages, game took on meanings associated with sport, play, and gambling, including hunting games like deer and boar, which is why we also call animals game in hunting. Before video games, even before chess or dice, a game was about the joy of being human, laughing, competing, sharing a moment. The earliest games. Foundations before electricity. Ancient analog games. Senet in 3100 BCE, Egypt, one of the oldest known board games. Royal Game of Ur in 2600 BCE, played in Mesopotamia, using dice-like tools. Go in 2000 BCE, China strategy games still played today. These ancient games reveal that strategic thinking, competition, and recreation have long been integral to human life. The birth of electronic games, 40s to the 60s. Early experiments, 1947. The cathode ray tube amusement device, the first known interactive electronic game, pre-console. 1952. Oaxo, a tic-tac-toe game created by Alexander S. Douglas for the EDSAC computer. 1958, Tennis for Two by William Higginbotham, often considered the first real video game. Before pixels met joypads, games flickered on radar screens and lab monitors, primitive yet revolutionary. The academic and arcade explosion, the 60s and 70s, birth of interactive gaming. 1962, Space War, developed at MIT by Steve Russell, one of the earliest digital computer games. 1971, Computer Space by Nolan Bushnell, hit arcades. 1972, Pong by Atari, the first commercially successful video game. Simple, yet wildly popular. The term video game first appeared in print in the early 1970s, describing entertainment using a video display and a controller interface. It merged video from CRT-based video signals and game, the structured activity or contest. Home consoles and the first generation. 1972, Magnavox Odyssey, the first home console. No sound, no color, yet it laid the groundwork. Atari 2600 in 1977 brought interchangeable cartridges and helped birth third-party development. Suddenly, games left the lab and came home. Not just entertainment, but a new family ritual. The crash and the comeback in 1983 to 1985, oversaturation of poor-quality games, as an exemplar, E.T. the Extraterrestrial. Retailers lost faith, consumers grew wary, industry nearly collapsed. The Nintendo Revolution, 1985. Nintendo Entertainment System, NES, launches in North America. Introduced quality control, franchises, Mario, Zelda, Metroid, resurrected the industry and redefined game design. The console wars and global expansion in the 1990s. Sega Genesis versus Super Nintendo, aggressive marketing and rapid innovation. Emergence of PlayStation in 1994 brought CD technology, mature themes. Games became cultural forces. Final Fantasy, Street Fighter, Pokemon, Metal Gear Solid. The rise of PC and online gaming. Doom in 1993 popularized first-person shooters and modding. MMORPGs like Ultima Online and EverQuest paved the way for World of Warcraft, LAN parties and the birth of esports. The keyboard and mouse became instruments of war, alliance, and conquest. Modern gaming and ubiquity in 2000s to today, mobile gaming, from Snake to Candy Crush to Genshin Impact, streaming and Let's Plays, YouTube and Twitch changed how games are consumed. Epics and indie masterpieces coexist, God of War versus Hollow Knight. Redefining the term game. Today, game also refers to interactive stories, an example, The Last of Us, artful experiences, an example, Journey, Grizz, sandboxes and platforms, an example, Minecraft, Roblox, the cultural and linguistic legacy, the evolving semantics of game. Game now spans from joy to competition and now immersive experiences. The word game has journeyed with humanity and continues to evolve with technology. Neurogaming, VR and AR, AI-based NPCs, redefining interaction and presence. The future may blur the line between game and reality, player and creator. We didn't just build games, they built us back, one pixel, one laugh, one challenge at a time.